In a world where modern railroading knows no bounds, one man has unlocked the secrets of the land. Meet Dr. Mini, a brilliant scientist with a vision for the future.
What? What? I've done it!
Mini invents the most incredible invention of all. Shrink ray gun. Your land will never be the same.
Things like this just don't.
Don't miss the incredible shrinking model railroad coming soon to a train show near you. It's a thrill ride you won't want to miss.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? We are live. It is the first Wednesday of the month. It is Wednesday, October 4th. I'm looking at the calendar. I can't believe it. October. Now, it doesn't feel like October because it's about 30 degrees Celsius out there, which for you Americans is, hey, Google, 30 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit. 86 degrees Fahrenheit. So it is certainly quite warm for fall, but it is fall and it is my favorite month. And it is our Halloween super special. So before we go any further, we have to do two things. As you will all know, we have to say hello to some people. And then we've got something right back here behind me. You can kind of see them here. We're going to be doing some beer choosing. So let's say hello to some folks. And I'm going to start off by saying, I think, was it Dwight Curley who might have been first in? And I see Awesome America Model Railroad. Artie's here. Mike H.O. Trains, good evening. Sparky 107. I hope you didn't get a speeding ticket on your way to get to your computer. Nathan DeLay, welcome. Who else is here? I see Jim Dustin, good evening from Iowa. And Steve Moskin, and who else? Wigwag Workshop. Hey there, folks. Jesse Lomas, hello. Joe Rader, welcome. And people keep coming in. I see Jerry Coffey. You will be on screen at some point this evening, Jerry. Brian Teal, and many others. If I've missed you or if you've just come in, welcome to Mini Prints Monthly Live. Welcome to the broadcast. And yes, Nathan, I hope that you guys saw that little opening video. Some of you might have seen it before. I hope the audio came through all right. But I will be going down to Timonium in a week. So the next train show is just over a week away in Timonium, Maryland. Hello, Mountain Goat Models. Thank you for joining, and people keep coming in. So after saying hello to everyone, hello, everyone, I think it's very important to go back to the next thing that we need to do, which is, oh, there we go, pick some beer. And let me see if I can add myself back into this picture. We're starting off with a bang here. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, so we have a really interesting beer selection tonight. It's very rare that I don't go across the street to the local Henderson's Brewery and pick up beer to choose. Tonight, believe it or not, all of the beer here was gifted to me at the Otter Valley pop-up manufacturers event, which we'll talk about in a minute. And the first, actually, there were a bunch of beers given to me, but the first two are Railway City beers from St. Thomas, Ontario, that were gifted to me by Forever DC 302 on YouTube. Check out his channel if you haven't already seen it. And the last two were a set of, I believe, 6 that were given to me by Zach Roberts, who's currently in Japan, and were very kindly brought to me by John Garvin. Now, the Zach Roberts story is interesting because I was looking back exactly a year ago to the last October broadcast, and there was also a set of beer gifted by Zach Roberts on that one. So a year later, thank you again, Zach. And thank you, Forever DC 302. So let me tell you about the different beers. The first one, the Railway City Crew, is a premium lager, proudly brewed in St. Thomas, Ontario, small batch brewed, and that's all it says. Okay, so there's the Railway Crew. The Dead Elephant has a story behind it. And the Dead Elephant, also from Railway City in St. Thomas. How many people know the story of Jumbo? So let me read this to you. Here's to Jumbo, the world's largest elephant, friend and prized attraction of P.T. Barnum's traveling circus. Does anyone know this story? It was 1885 in St. Thomas, Ontario, where he met his early demise in a tragic railway accident. In honor of Jumbo, we've created this full-bodied ale. Live life large. He'd have wanted it that way and for you to drink responsibly. So there is, it's a fascinating piece of history. If you go on the internet and Google it, you can see pictures. But here's the Dead Elephant from St. Thomas. Yes, it is very sad for the elephants. Sparky lived in St. Thomas. Do you know that I have never been to St. Thomas, and I would very much like to go. I think there's some fantastic railway history there. Okay, so those are the two railway cities. Now, the next two beers are from a brewery in, I believe, Orillia called Couching Craft Brewing. It's from Orillia, Ontario. The first one is Atherley Pale Ale. This English-style pale ale pours with an off-white foam, floral notes, and an essence of apple, pear, caramel spice with a hint of marmalade present in aromatics and flavor. Sounds pretty good to me. All right, and then finally, I know what you guys are all going to vote for anyway, but I'll still go through the fourth and final one. The final Couching beer is called Sunshine City. There it is. And it is a blonde ale, golden in color, light, refreshing, crisp with a slight honey aromatic. So those are the 4 beers for this evening, courtesy of Forever DC 302 and Zach Roberts, who is currently in Japan. Thank you, gentlemen. It was a real thrill for me to go somewhere and get gifted beer. Folks, what am I drinking? And it will be in this lovely mug that was also gifted to me by Zach Roberts. So if I can only get people to give me trains. All right. So what do we have? So we've got some votes here. Okay. Mike H.O. Trains learned that elephants drink beer. Let's see. Let's see some votes. Steve is saying the Atherley, good choice. Joe Rader is saying the elephant's dead, so you might as well drink a toast to him. I got another Atherley. Wigwag votes the Crew. Come on, guys, help me out here. Note to self, bring Bernard beer at Timonium. Oh, my wife is saying the Dead Elephant. All right. I think she probably put a picture of a dead elephant in there. Dead Elephant. Crew. Let's see. All right. Elephant. All right. So we're going to drink the elephant to honor the elephant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go full screen here for a minute. Let me pour the Dead Elephant and we will get on with the show. All right. 40 say elephant. So let's go elephant. All right. So this is to Jumbo. And trust me, I will be drinking all 4 beers. Not this moment, not tonight. All right. That was an aggressive pour, but there you can see. We'll let that settle for a minute. It's quite good. So we've got a lot to talk about tonight. It's been a really, really busy month at Miniprints. Let's get back to the slide presentation. And we've said hello to people. We picked the beer. Welcome if you're just joining. I guess the first thing to talk about, and there's a picture of Forever DC 302 in the upper corner there with me. This, I guess it wasn't this month. It was early in September was the Otter Valley Manufacturers Pop-Up. It was a fantastic event. I know some of you were there. I brought a module, which we'll talk about in a minute, and had some of my new wares to show. There's George Bogatok from Soundtracks beside me. The event was really well attended. It was a lot of fun. A big thank you. Oh, Sparky, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it in time for this event. It was really well attended. It was really well attended by manufacturers. And I think one of the things that was really fun was that I got to hang out with a really good friend of mine, Mike of Mike HO Trains, who is here tonight. Hello, Mike. And also we got to see Sparky's layout, which I've been watching Sparky 107 for many years now. And we've hung out and we've done a lot of fun things. And yes, I'd never seen the layout, and it's a fantastic layout. It's really a lot of fun to go and visit layouts that you've only seen on the interweb. So that was a wonderful way to start out the month and a lot of fun, and reminded me how much I really enjoy going out to layouts and train shows. If you're interested, I did a video walk around of the Otter Valley event. And as always, if you go to the Miniprints YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/miniprints, you can go to Miniprints in the News, this first section here, and it's the most recent video. It says Miniprints new product announcements. So you'll definitely get a little bit of a flavor of the fun at OVR. And it really was quite a lot of fun. Let's see. Also, yeah, I just wanted to remind, let me get my face out of the way here. So I also want to remind people that on my Miniprints YouTube is also the painting clinic. And you can also get to that at miniprints.com/clinic. And the reason I mention that is I keep getting a lot of requests for how do you paint that? That's probably the most common question that I get with regards to the mini prints. This is a little sort of clinic I put together that people seem to enjoy. It will also play into tonight because I'm going to talk a lot about the little mini figures. So just a little reminder that some of you might find that interesting. Let's see. So yes, I mentioned Mike. Let me go a little bit bigger on this. So here's Mike and I. I'm actually blocking me, but that's me, Mike. Welcome. You can see Mike in the chat here. Mike is an incredibly talented modeler. And I got a lot to say about Mike tonight because everybody should follow Mike on Instagram or YouTube. This is a fantastic, beautiful scratch-built MOW truck that does incredible things. It moves, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful hand-built, scratch-built piece of modeling that was given to me by Mike, and I wanted to, very publicly say thank you to Mike for this. It's a beautiful addition to my little module that's over there. But I'm also really excited because Mike and I are starting to do some work together. And hey, Forever DC 302, there you are. I hope you were there when I was thanking you for and drinking your beer. The beer of the evening is Dead Elephant. So thank you for gifting me beer. That was very much appreciated. So back to Mike. It really is, as Sparky says, an amazing scratch build, and I'm very honored to have one of these. But I'm also really pleased that Mike has agreed to make some of his vehicles available for sale through miniprints. So we will be offering Mike's hand-built MOW equipment coming soon at miniprints.com. And we're working to bring a full selection of those to everyone. It's a really, it is a strong beer. Yeah, you're right. It's funny, I didn't say the alcohol content, but of the four, it's the highest alcohol content. Now, it's only 6.5%. And trust me, I've had stronger on this broadcast. But yes, no one went for the 3.8. They always go for the 6 point whatevers. But it's delicious. Thank you. So I'm very, very excited and very happy that Mike has entrusted me with his creations. And I'll be thrilled to bring you his trains, his creations, his trucks coming soon. I don't know whether we'll announce it in the middle of the month or whether we'll have that up and running by the next broadcast, which is, oh, I can't believe I'm saying November already. November 1st. Wednesday, November 1st. Wow, we're going to start November off with a bang. Another thing that I'm working on with Mike, which is super, super exciting. Oh, I might as well just go to that now. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. Another thing that I'm working on with Mike, and I'll go back a couple slides. Is you guys might have seen my wood chippers. So the wood chippers are fabulously popular. They come unpainted. I have one around here somewhere, which I can't find. But Mike has agreed to paint some up. We have 5 right now. I'm going to list them on the site probably tomorrow. They're $19.99 US unpainted, and for another $10, so for $29.99, you can buy one painted. So look at miniprints.com tomorrow. We have 5 available for now, but I suspect that those 5 will go extremely quickly and that I will be handing another bunch of wood chippers to Mike to paint up. And this is something that I've had a lot of requests for over the years and never really, I certainly didn't have time. I tried to get the kids involved because, believe it or not, they're really good painters. But, I think more things will start to come painted from mini prints, assuming that Mike is interested in painting them. And if you certainly have any ideas of things that you would like me to give to Mike to paint, I would be very interested in that. So that's kind of exciting. Now I skipped a few slides. So let's go back. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about some other fun things that happened this month. And we do have, I should also mention, we do have a special guest who will be joining us a little bit later. So I've got the Meet the Modeler segment that I brought back specifically for tonight because of the Halloween theme. And you're going to see something pretty spectacular in a few minutes. So there's just a little tease. So other fun things that happened recently. I was on a couple of podcasts, and if you are a fan of the AML broadcast, you will know Josh's Ag Repair, Josh Bauman, not too far, about an hour and a half east of me here. So I got to visit his place. Josh knows all things farm equipment and has been helping me with one of my latest models, which you guys might be familiar with, which is you'll see it in a minute, the manure spreader. So Josh's Ag Repair, he can repair any bit of agricultural equipment. And he was the person that first asked me for the Oliver tractor. So some of you might have seen that beautiful Oliver 77 that Tom Johnson, I'm sorry, detailed. Anyway, that was a Josh Bauman. Now, I do see that we have a guest. And I was wondering if you were going to show up, because I'm just going to pause for a minute, because I've got something very specific to show you, Heath. And I was going to share this on your broadcast on Tuesday. But let me see if I can go back a little bit here. I took a photograph 2 days ago that I think you might find of interest. I walked through back alleys on my way to work. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see what that is, Heath? So I was walking to work. Just sort of, going through the back alleys. Oh, look. I found your lost banana. There it is. Right there. All right. It's Heath's missing banana. I found it. It was here, right here, in a back alley, not far from Miniature Printerland. So there we go. The mystery is solved, Heath. I got your banana. I found the banana. I got video evidence, proof of the lost banana. All right. I just wanted to share that with you. I didn't pick it up, so I can't send it to you. But I found it. I'm in the way there. All right. So I was talking as usual. Banana crime scene, exactly. Should have put yellow tape around it. I wanted to share. What did I want to share? I wanted to share that I was on the AML podcast, kind of a fun episode where Lauren James and I talk about the St. Louis trip. Visited with Josh, and I did some scans of the What's Neat This Week guys when I was down in St. Louis. So their episode was at, say, 247. So that's kind of fun. All right. I feel like we're racing tonight. Am I going too quickly? Should I be pausing, asking for audience participation, and drinking more beer? All right. So what is Heath saying? Heath is saying he got his passport renewed so he can get back into the U.S. if he leaves. Does that mean that you can come up and claim your banana? Yeah, I think Heath should come up. Did you know, Heath, that there is a train called the Maple Leaf? It's an Amtrak train, and it leaves New York City, probably Grand Central Station. We can probably pull it up in a minute. And it arrives in Union Station, which is about 20 minutes from here. And you can hop on a train from New York and be here in, 12 hours or less. So that would be good. Did I receive mail? I did. And you know what? It's funny you mention that. Should we open some mail right now? That's a neat segue. All right, let's do that right now. I didn't even get to the slide. So let's talk about mail, because you know I love receiving mail. And here's my address. Mini Prints World Headquarters, 163 Sterling Road, Unit 12C, Toronto, Ontario, M6R 2B2 Canada. And this is attention to the guy in the outhouse. And as you can see, this is from around the layout. All right. See, it says that right on the back. So, hey, Bernard, enjoy. Thank you for your kind words in Texas. It means a lot to hear. Okay, get a little chat. And woohoo! Stickers. Look at that. Very nice. Excellent. Well, thank you. I always appreciate stickers. It's very kind of people to send them. I received one more piece of mail. I always do a mail call. So perfect timing. Seems like a good time to pause and open the mail. Let's see what we've got here. This is coming from The Average Dawn. All right. Hi, Bernard. Thank you for trading stickers with me. I will display yours in my layout room and post a photo when I get it. Dawn, that's The Average Dawn, Providence and Worcester Railroad. And look at that. So if out there in Stickerland, you have stickers and you would like to send me stickers, I like stickers almost as much as I like getting beer. So that's very kind. Thank you, gentlemen. So let's see. Let me take a quick look at the where is Mini Printerland in relation to Mini Prints World Headquarters? Well, Miniature Printerland and Mini Prints World Headquarters are the exact same thing. So another name for Mini Prints World Headquarters is Miniature Printerland, and that name was given to me by Gordy. He coined it. I was going for Printy McPrintface, but when we had the naming contest, he came up with Miniature Printerland. So Gordy is the winner there. Let's see, what else have I missed? Sparky from New York. Okay, what have I missed here? Okay. Nathan, are you coming to the Timonium Train Show? I am coming to the Timonium Train Show. And I am going to Ray's Backyard Barbecue. Junction 15-minute drive. I'm not quite sure what that means, but how do you say the word after the and on that sticker? Did I say it wrong? Did I say, what did I say, Worcester? Worcester? What was it? Providence and Worcester or Worcester. I don't know. Which is the right way of saying it? Is it Worcester? Or then there's also Worcestershire. Someone tell me how to say it. All right. Mini prints. Okay, we've already done that one. Worcester. All right. Sean Rod just says it's called Worcester. All right. Thank you for the proper pronunciation. That's it for mail. I don't have any other mail. Am I supposed to have other mail? Because I don't have any other mail. Not that I've seen. And I went to the mailbox today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back to our previously and regularly scheduled broadcast. We're just whipping through tonight, aren't we? So let's talk about Worcester. All right, Worcester. Worcester sauce. Perfect. So what's new in Mini Prints world? Well, it's been a very, very crazy month. It's been a busy month. I think I probably brought out more things this month than I have in many other months. Welcome, Sue. Thank you for joining. Lovely to see you. This month, of course, we talked about the wood chipper. Because it's fall, thought some little bushel baskets for apples and other vegetables would be kind of nice. I want to go full screen on these because I want you guys to see some of these. I talked a little bit about the manure spreader, which has been a ridiculously popular mini print. I guess people really like the farm equipment, and no one had done a manure spreader. So seems like it's being well received. I came out with some, we did the tent and the grizzlies. I'd done bears before, but someone wanted grizzlies with salmon in their mouths. The skid is interesting because the skid is a pallet with bags on it. It could be bags of cement. It could be bags of grain, of wheat, of sand, of flour, really anything. It's just, a nice little trackside detail. And then, of course, Halloween. So Halloween's been a big focus for me this month, as it always is. You know that Mini Prints loves the bizarre, the unique, the different, the odd, the strange. So lots of Halloween mini prints, which I'll get to in a moment, which will tie in quite nicely with our Meet the Modeler. But if you didn't previously see the announcement, I'm also doing some work with James Regier. Now, you'll know James Regier from a number of places. You'll know him from Model Railroad Hobbyist magazine, where he is an editor. You will also know him from The Dude Show. So What's Neat This Week with Ken Patterson. James is usually sitting beside Ken. And he is a fantastically talented 3D artist. And he started to come out with some things that we are offering through mini prints. So this is his windmill, which is one of the things that we're offering. This here, which is top secret, which I will kind of show, but I won't, is coming out soon. So that's a little bit of a surprise. So you'll have to rewind and freeze frame. But James and I are starting to do some work together. And the windmill from James is also available on miniprints.com. So that's a lot of fun. And I really like working with Mike, and I like working with James. And, it's a lot of fun to create these partnerships. I did see, Nathan, I have, hang on, a treehouse. Yes, I have thought of doing a treehouse. And I think that's an amazing idea. And it's on my list of things to get to. And the hearse is a really good idea. That's a fantastic idea. I have not considered a hearse before, but a hearse would be really fun. And I mean, most of the mini prints are either things that I wanted for my layout or requests. So if you do have a request, I can't promise that I will get to it, and I can't promise that I will get to it quickly, but definitely always open to ideas, and that those are really, really good ideas. So thank you for those. So that's about what's new. I also, just before bringing on our Meet the Modeler, I wanted to let people know that all the scans from Texas, and I think there were something like 45 of them or something, are now up. So as of today, I put up all the scans that I did in Texas. So miniprints.com/Texas will get you to all of them, including Jerry Coffey, who was here earlier. And I'm not sure, did I capture? No, I didn't get you on this screen. But if you go to miniprints.com/Texas, you will see the people that were scanned in Texas, and you will see your scan there, Jerry. So So really good poses, by the way, really good poses. And my new scanner was performing beautifully. So some really nice detail in those scans. I'm really pleased with them. I'll be bringing that scanner down to the great, sorry. Yeah, better have another drink of beer. I'm losing my voice. If I don't lose my voice, I would be bringing the new scanner down to the Great Scale Model Train Show in Timonium. That was the first train show that Sparky and I scanned at last year, and it was fantastically popular. I have a few signups for that show, enough that I can break even on the travel expenses. I'm looking for more. So if you are here watching tonight and you are within a drive of Timonium and you would like to get scanned, go to miniprints.com/Timonium and you can sign up. If you are not here tonight and you are watching this on the rebroadcast, go to miniprints.com/Timonium. And even if you don't want to get scanned, but you are at the show, definitely pop by to say hi, because that would be fantastic. Okay, who's hacking who? Lynn McCurdy, what's going on here, Sparky? Are you getting hacked? Who's hacking who? All right, no one's hacking anyone, I hope. Joe Rader, a scan is $89.99 US, so $90 US, and that gets you 5 figures in any scale of your choice. So you can have 5HO or 5N or 5O or 5S. I can do bigger at an additional cost if you want a G scale or an F scale, but N, HO, S, or O scale are the standards, and it's $90. And believe it or not, I put a lot of time and effort into it. So I'm sorry it's $90, but I'm not, because there's probably about a good 5+ hours in every single scan. There is no scamming. There is only scanning. All right. So, yeah, so pop by. I'd love to see you if you are at the show. Whether you want to get scanned or not, it would be great. I will be in the Craftsman Courtyard, by the way. That's important information. So I have a big space in the Craftsman Courtyard. I believe it's the South Building. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to hang out. I think we're going to have another YouTube meetup in the booth, but I haven't organized it. I don't know. Are you organizing it, Sparky? Is someone organizing it? Do we want to have another YouTube meet and greet? I'm open to it. I'm happy. It's a huge space. And I would absolutely love to do another YouTube meet and greet, because we can all get together and hang out, and that would be a lot of fun. Oops. Okay. Couple more things, and then we will get to the Meet the Modeler. Halloween is absolutely 100% my favorite holiday. Our house used to go crazy. Unfortunately, we just pretty much sold all our Halloween decorations. But a couple years ago, before COVID, I turned the house into a medieval castle. I built a drawbridge. There was a moat. Kids had to go above the moat, over the drawbridge to get to the candy. It was full-on Hollywood, smoke machines, lights, lasers, you name it. It was a ton of fun. I can't think of a better time of the year, and I've got to say that this is sort of the Mini Prints holiday, because as I said before, I absolutely love weird, strange, bizarre, fun, etc. So if you go to miniprints.com/Halloween, I put a page together with everything that I think qualifies as bizarre, weird, strange, fun. And tonight I want to announce a new figure. If you are a Mini Prints of the Month Club subscriber, you will be receiving this in the box that goes out. So I'm just saying it right now so that you don't order it, because this will go up tomorrow. If you are not a Mini Prints of the Month Club subscriber, then you're going to want to log on to that site that I mentioned before, the miniprints.com/Halloween. Every year I do a limited edition special something. And I want to show you what this year's is because it's kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to go full screen here. Let me try and go full screen here anyway. Hi, everybody. So this is hooked up to an LED, or it will be, or it was. And I will show you the ghost floating lady. So here she is. Okay. So there she is. She's printed in clear resin. And now I just need to get her to light up for you. So what I did is it's clear resin with a fiber optic cable shoved probably where you shouldn't shove a fiber optic cable. And then an LED is included. And the LED lights her inside and she glows. Now, this is where you guys come in because no one has seen this yet. And by the way, I'm pretty sure that if you paint the fiber optic cable black, which I have not done yet, that's the next experiment, that it will continue to emit the light, but you won't actually see the cable. So here, So should I include the LED or should I just include the ghost lady with the fiber optic cable? And if I include the LED that you can hook up to the fiber optic cable, there it is. What color do you guys want? Because I was going to go white because I think like on the screen picture, right now this is a blue LED. It's a blue flickering. I don't think I want a blue flickering. Maybe I do. But do we want blue or white? And do we want flickering or do we want solid? So this is, here, let me get out of the way. So what do you guys think? So there she is. Let me go back to the picture. So there she is. I kind of like her with white. Now, thank you, Sparky. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's kind of fun, isn't it? So this is every year I like to try and do something kind of fun and unique for Halloween. So this is this year's, the floating ghost lady. I can sell her for with just the ghost and the fiber optic cable, or I can include the LED, or you can supply your own LED. I'm torn. I don't know what the right approach is. Some people want blue flickering. Some people want white flickering. Some people want white solid. I'm kind of leaning towards white solid. So maybe I will include the figure plus the fiber optic cable. So I would sort of ship it like this. And then I'll include the white LED, and everyone can always just use a white LED if they don't want to. Anyway, that's kind of what I'm playing around with. So that's, yeah, I kind of like the white too. Okay. Chuck asks a very good idea. And Sean, I'm with you, white solid. So let me show you my Mini Prints of the Month Club. And then we will meet the modeler. Okay, so let me do this. Let me just go to present for a minute. I'm going to stop sharing because I need to present a new screen. So let's try. Give me 1 second. I got to go to Chrome. I got to pop a new screen, and I got to go to miniprints.com. All right. So I will answer your question right now. This is the Miniprints website. This is where you will go to get all those amazing things. If you go to miniprints.com and you type /Halloween, you get to this Halloween page, and here are all the crazy things like glow-in-the-dark ghosts, which we will have again. So there are the glow-in-the-dark ghosts, etc. And this is where I will post the new levitating ghost lady. But if you go down to the very bottom, and I have to see it, subscriptions, the first tab right here, subscriptions, or if you go to right here, subscribe to the Mini Prints of the Month Club. So there are 2 places you can go. Right here in this blue bar, it says click here. If you click there, you get to a page called miniprints.com subscriptions. Every month for $29.99 US, we put out a mini print subscription box. It will contain at least 1 animal mini print, a seasonal mini print, and a mystery mini print. But it always includes much more. My goal with this is to put about $50 retail worth of mini prints in the box, on the theory that you're paying $25 plus shipping. So 25 plus 5 is your $30. So the $29.99 includes the shipping, and every month for $30, you get the newest, the greatest, the best mini prints, which is why the Mini Prints of the Month Club subscribers will be getting this, which is why I mentioned it, because I don't want you to buy it, because you're going to get it. So you're already getting probably like you get way more than you pay for, is the idea behind it. I do it because it forces me to innovate, and it's a lot of fun. And there are a bunch of people that get, they're the cheerleaders. They're the inner circle. They always get everything first. They get the coolest stuff. And anyway, that's how you become a Mini Prints of the Month Club subscriber. If it's of interest, please join. That would be fantastic. And thank you for asking. And you're welcome. Okay, so that's that. So let's go back to our previously scheduled presentation, and let's bring up the Mini Print of the Month modeler. So let me do this, share screen, window, October live, share. Oh, okay, we're here. Okay, this is good. We made it. So ladies and gentlemen, I will bring them on in 1 moment, and I'm only 3 minutes behind schedule, so that's not too bad. I want you to meet a really good friend of mine and a fantastic modeler, a gentleman named Hector Turner. Now, you might have heard his name before on this podcast and seen this picture before, because this is a picture of when Hector came to visit me here in Miniature Printerland. Hector lives in the Greater Toronto area, and we met very early on in the Mini Prints life cycle. I would say that before I even had a miniprints.com website, probably, back in March of 2020, before I even started the sort of official mini prints, which is April 1st, Hector came to me and he asked me if I could create for him. I'm just going to try and go full screen on this. Do you see right here? I don't know if you can see where I'm moving my mouse. See those tiny, tiny little shark jaws? Hector was putting together this incredible Jaws scene. This is the boat from Jaws. And he wanted some orca jaws there. So that's how it started. And I want to bring him up and introduce him to everyone. And I will show you where this madness has come. And there you are. Hello,
Hello there.
Hector.
Hi, Bernard.
You've been very patient waiting in the basement for me to get through all that and drink my dead elephant. So welcome.
I wish I had a beer. There you go.
Well, okay, you'll know for next time that most people watch this show with a beer in their hand. It's a lot easier to watch if you're drinking. So tell us a bit about yourself, and then we'll talk a little bit about your work.
Well, I guess I've been in model railroading most of my life. My dad and I did it together. And we had started off with an N scale layout in the basement, 4x8 as many people do.
Okay.
And then he went on and started doing his own layout in HO while I continued on in N scale. But I saw what he was doing even back then with all the great, Campbell's kits and some of the details at that time. And so I abandoned N scale and started building an HO. And I've sort of kept with the hobby over my whole life.
And you have a layout right now, right? You have I don't know whether I got your layout slide into this DAC.
I've got a small layout. It's about 2 feet by 8 feet, a little switching layout. And because I sort of came to the realization I'm more a model builder than I am an operator or basement empire person. I guess I like to build the models and I like to build them super detailed. And so I've got a little switching layout and I'm just working away at it. Okay.
And you also have a bit of a Halloween fixation, don't you?
Yeah, I was like you. I did up my house for about 14 years, and it just got bigger and bigger every year. And I had a full cemetery in the front yard, and corn stalks and witches and spiders, the whole thing with all the fog. And I still do a bit of that every year for the neighborhood kids. But so when I started, saw that you were bringing out some of the Halloween themed mini prints, it was a perfect dovetail of my interests.
It's funny the way we really do gravitate and model towards the things that we like, don't we? That we're interested in.
Oh, for sure.
So what are we looking at here? Tell me what is this? Is this Sparky wants to know if this is your house.
No, it's sort of my house as I wish it would look every Halloween. It's a mini diorama that I've done. I got the kit. It's a Branch Lines laser kit, and it's meant to be a beautiful Victorian pristine mansion, and I ruined it.
Now, ruining it is kind of in the eye of the beholder, because some would say you did not ruin this at all.
No, I certainly didn't make it as the builder intended, though. That's for sure. Okay,
fair enough.
So I've been puttering away at it, and it takes a considerable amount of work to basically take a nice kit structure and then figure out how you're going to destroy it.
Okay.
But so I cut the holes in the roof. I distressed it, weathered it, added all the boarded up windows and everything. And initially it was going to be on my layout, but then as it went along, it was it seemed that it deserved just its own little diorama that would sit on my shelf.
So how big is this?
It's about 12 inches around.
Okay.
So a bit bigger than a peanut butter lid.
Okay, which I'm glad you mentioned, because before we end tonight, I will talk about that. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
I know you've entered the peanut butter lid challenge before.
I have. I love them. They're great. Yeah.
Yeah, and Sparky picked up on that. Pretty big jar of peanut butter to get to the lid that size. With Photoshop, you could probably get it to fit in one of these.
I was thinking along those lines. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go through a couple of pictures here, because you sent me an email and you had some statistics around how many mini prints were in here.
Yeah, I counted it up, and I think I'm up to 41. individual mini prints.
I think that might be a world's record.
Yeah, and of course, you know, every time I think it's finished, you keep on bringing out more and more Halloween mini prints, and so then I have to go back in and figure out how I'm going to fit them.
Uh-oh, you mean like this?
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to take the roof off in order to fit her inside or something.
Well, it's interesting. The Mini Prints of the Month Club started 3 years ago. The very first Mini Prints of the Month Club box was October. So Halloween's are, yeah. Halloween is definitely my most prolific period.
Yeah, it's a fun time of year, definitely.
It is. So tell us what you've done here. What are we looking at? We've got some
yeah. So I you know, it's a mixture of you know, scratch built details, some bits and pieces of kits, and then you know, there's some woodland scenic tombstones along with your tombstones. I've got, you know, I had the cemetery pillars and the ornate fence, I think was notch. But then, of course, I distressed them and then added your gargoyles to the top of them.
They look fantastic there. Where are the brick pillars from? The brick, they're fantastic.
I think they're notch. It's one of the European manufacturers. It's
Okay.
been for a while.
I think you're talking to the right audience here, because I think Trackside Mike and others here, I think we all share a fascination with Halloween. Let's take a look at some more pictures. What have you done to the poor roof of this thing?
Oh, I had to Dremel out some holes and then add in the rafter beams. And then, you know, when I was doing the shingling, you know, break off a lot of individual shingles to make it look like it was weathered. And there's lots of your bats and ravens, and there's a couple vultures up in the tree.
Yeah, I see some ravens on here. I think this is one of those things where the more you look at it, just the more you see. This is absolutely spectacular. How many hours, how many years, how much work do you figure you've got in this?
Like I say, I was sort of puttering away at it. I built the structure, and then I was sort of playing around with the diorama idea and working on that. But then I sort of wanted to experiment with some of the new scenery materials coming out of some of the manufacturers over in Europe. So I ordered some grass mats and scenic items from Martin Wellberg and Lars Often Hop, I think his name is.
Okay.
So they came over, and it's beautiful material. I've never used it before, but I was playing around, and you sort of cut out bits and pieces and glue it down and blend it, and add the bushes and things. So I'm looking forward to using the grass mats on a larger area on my layout for sure.
Well, and that's the fun thing with stuff like this, is that these provide little sort of ways to experiment and play, you know, before committing to a larger area. Although, I mean, this is spectacular. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to put it on your layout, or are you going to keep it as a?
It's mounted on a. You can't really see it with the black, but it's mounted on a wooden Lazy Susan.
Okay.
And there's a LED color changing bulb inside the house that you can plug in, and it lights up. So yeah. I'll probably have it on a display shelf, probably in the living room.
It's spectacular. It's just beautiful work.
Oh, thank you.
I love this because it's, I mean, besides the fact that you said there's 41 mini prints on it, which, you know, is who wouldn't love that? But no, I love that you've gone deep, like these scenes where you just keep going and going and going. And the more you add, the better it looks and the more realistic it looks. It's just, it's spectacular. It is beautiful, beautiful work.
Well, thank you very much. That's what I'm going to try and do with my my layout as well, because it's not a large layout. I want to try and go as detailed as I can.
Well, now you sent me a picture of your layout, which did you send it to me on email, or how did you send it to me?
Email, I think. Or no, okay. Messenger.
Messenger. Okay, yeah. If you sent it to me on Messenger, I might be able to share it with everyone. So give me 1 second here see if I can find it, because I think people would really enjoy it. And I mean, I just literally ran out of time, so I apologize. I didn't get it on the layout, but let me see if I can get it in here now. Hector Turner, yes, here we go. All right, I got it. So let me see if I can share this now. Bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and then I'm going to go to present. I'm going to share screen. I'm going to go to window and share. All right, that's it, right?
There it is. Yeah.
Okay, so what are we looking at?
Yeah, like I say, it's 2 feet at either end, and then it bows out in the center to about 30 inches.
Okay.
Just to get away from a perfectly straight edge, and it gives me a couple extra inches of real estate.
So where are we?
And it's sort of a Pacific Northwest theme.
Okay.
So I'll have a little fishing village at one end, and then a small town site at the other end.
Okay, so I see there's track here, and then does it dead end? So
it's just point to point. Eventually, if I finish this one, I could add on to it, continue it around. But
okay.
For now, this is going to keep me busy for a while.
So the train would come in here. Obviously, there's some sort of industry here.
Yeah, that's a cannery. That was actually Campbell's warehouse kit that my father built years and years ago.
Very nice.
So I inherited it, and then I did some modifications and sort of refurbished it.
Okay, and then I see a track going back here behind something. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that'll go back into a dead end tunnel. But again, that could be the extension where it could curve around in behind the city and then go into a new section off to the right-hand side at some point.
And then I see that we've got, is this a car float potentially, or?
Yeah, that's an apron for a car float. It was built off plans years and years ago in Railroad Model Craftsman.
Okay.
And I just like the look of it. I don't know if I'll actually build a car float and have it operational as sort of staging, but that could always be an option.
And then the tracks that go down here, are these some industries back in this area, or what happens with these tracks?
There's a passing siding, like a short runaround, and then it just sort of dead ends off the front there.
Fantastic.
But the town site sort of sits up on a hill, so you get all the different elevations with the different foundations.
This is beautiful. This really is beautiful. So, I mean, it looks like it's fun. It looks like another one of these layouts that it's very achievable. And it's when I say small, I mean that in a good way, because I went and I built a basement layout, which I know that I will never, ever, ever finish. And I'm in the process of actually starting to rip out now.
Oh, dear.
Well, it's, the teenager wants a place to live, and the basement seems to be, the right place to stick a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sad about it, but at the same time, I know that I will never get to it. And I'm having more fun, with a 4-foot by 2-foot module, because it's achievable, because you can do, like you did with your diorama, you can go deep and you can super detail it, and you can actually get something that you can work on, as opposed to have this massive space in there, that's a plywood Pacific and it's never finished.
For sure. And I'll be able to sort of, run trains back and forth and do a little bit of operation if I feel like it. But more than anything, it's just going to be a showcase for my modeling.
Fantastic. Well, I expect an invitation over. I want to operate it.
There you go.
And I'll bring beer.
Excellent.
Well, fantastic. I love it. I mean, I'm going to go back and I'm going to show people. What am I going to do? Actually, what should I do now? I don't know what to do. I think we're at the end of the slides. Nobody wants to see my personal layout. Let's go to mini prints, because this is a good time, I think, to tell people that if they want to get in touch, they can always go to the mini prints webpage. the Mini Prints Facebook page, which doesn't look like this. I don't know why it's looking like this now. Let's go back to Facebook. Let's go to Mini Prints. I don't know why it's all, I've never quite figured this stuff out. But anyway, what I wanted to show people was the Mini Prints Modelers group. There we go. This is what I want to show people. Because believe it or not, this little group I started hit 1,000 members. And the idea behind this is just for people to go in and share pictures. So by all means, if there's something that you would like to see, you can send me, like, so for example, someone sent me something they want, Clark Kooning wants me to make one of these. Definitely please go in. I think you're a member of the Mini Prints Modelers group. Post that those pictures you sent me, if you haven't already.
No, I haven't yet. No.
Please do, because this is sort of an inspirational spot where we can all share examples of, all of our modeling. And I'm sure the people, the 1,000 members of the Mini Print Modelers group would love to sort of see what you're up to. There are all sorts of fantastic inspirational work, not my work. Miniprints.com is, or Mini Prints, Facebook pages where I share it. This is all, other people's work, and it's very inspiring to see. I love this. That's just fantastic. So by all means, please, and Sparky, let's end there. That's a great idea. Sparky's got a question. I don't like to go too much longer than an hour because nobody wants to hear me drone on for an hour, and I'm hungry. I want to get home and have dinner. But let's talk about the peanut butter lid challenge. So I'm just going to come back for the two of us. We can talk about it because I want your vote too. I do one peanut butter lid challenge a quarter. So October, November, December, fourth quarter. Boy, that beer hit me. So we have a choice, and I'm curious what people think. Last year, I did a Halloween Mini Prints lid contest. I announced it at the beginning of the month, which is now, and I made a deadline of October 31st. Okay. So option one is that we do a Halloween mini print lid. You've got basically just shy of 4 weeks, and it's due at the end of the month. Option two is that we do a holiday, more sort of Thanksgiving, Christmas themed one, and we do it later in the quarter. So we do it sort of more November, December. So would people prefer that the next challenge be Halloween themed end of the month? Or would they prefer that we hold off and do it more, end of November deadline, and they can have sort of, a bit more time? If you were to enter, what would you want?
Well, for me, as much as I love Halloween, I'm a slow builder. So
Okay.
I would prefer more time.
Okay.
And
Okay.
go with the holiday theme.
Okay, and that's what David Green's saying too. So that was my feeling as well. I was going to, we can't do both. It's a lot of work for everybody. So what I'm thinking then is I'm going to announce it officially next month, but I will announce it on the Facebook page. I will set a deadline. I think the deadline, you heard it here first, November 30th, November 31st, whatever the end of November is. Holiday theme, and holiday theme can be whatever you want it to be, but let's set it for, let's give everyone 2 full months. And the nice thing about doing it of a deadline of the end of November is that at the beginning of December, we can view them all. So the December mini prints of the month, which is November, is going to be Wednesday the 1st. December is going to be Wednesday the 6th. So we'll set a deadline of November 30th for the next peanut butter lid. And that'll give me some really nice content for December, for Wednesday, December 6th, which is when we will take a look at them. So there you go. That's the official peanut butter lid. How's that sound?
And you've got so many great holiday themed mini prints as well. So that works
And,
out.
and you can do any holiday. I mean, if you want to do Halloween, do Halloween. If you want to do Thanksgiving, do Thanksgiving. If you want to do Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you want to do. I mean, it's less important to me what the holiday is. It's more important that people enter and build and have fun. Does that sound like a good deal?
Cool.
Okay, so you've got your next challenge. Now, Lynn McCurdy, Antarctica. That's interesting. All right, so we'll talk about that one on the next one. All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Hector.
Thank you very much for having me.
A lot of fun. David Green, please start eating peanut butter. Check into miniprints.com/clinic if you want to see the painting clinic. miniprints.com/Halloween if you want to see all the Halloween items. miniprints.com/Texas if you want to see all the Texas items. And if you have any other questions or you want to get in touch, just pop me an email or a note. And that's true, Sparky. You do get your chance to win a $50 mini print gift card if you do enter the next Mini Prints Peanut Butter Lid Challenge. Bye, everybody.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Thanks, Hector.
Okay, bye.
Have a great Halloween. Have a great October, everyone. And it looks like we'll be back on the first Wednesday in November. And we will have even more fun. Bye, everybody. All right. You're welcome. See you, everyone.